All right, put on my glasses. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. And shout out to Great Goodies. Thank you for being the first one here this morning. Miss Goldie Robinson, thank you for being here this morning. Jet Shelley, thank you for being here. Also, Glam Bread, thank you for being here. Darlene Walter Riley is in the building. Mellow Bet is in the building. Denzel Gale is in the building. London Boy, Wagwan. Rose Martin is in the building this morning. Marcia Walters is here. Marcia Maynard. King Biggs, good morning, my brother. Leonora Todd is here. Caribbean Queen is here. Mr. Article Dunn is here. Marlene is here. Why the name them I run fast? Hold on. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. They get new glasses. Shout out to the entrepreneurs out there, stay-at-home moms and pops, retirees. Shout out to my drivers, the Uber driver, the Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery driver, around town drivers, over the road, long distance truck drivers. Shout out to the brother Troy Stars Trucking Vlogs on YouTube. Big up yourself, Troy, and big up to the people who support his channel. Please continue to go support that brother's channel, right? What we say, each one reach one, each one teach one, and all these things. Support each other and help each other to grow. That's what this is all about. Big up for yourself and thank you for being here. Big up to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. That's how I did this morning. All right. Now I'm going to big up some more people now and then we get into our topics. I want this to be a solid 1 hour show this morning. You know, the Christmas season is upon us and everybody is busy, and these are one of those mornings for me. So I'm not going to tarry too long. See? Big up to everybody tuning in this morning. We have 2 topics this morning. Actually, we have 3. So, me and wife last night I discussed about Gen Z, Generation Z, new generation. And studies have shown now that this is the softest, saddest generation ever. Happy on social media, sad in real life. Insecure, shallow, all these other things. We're going to talk about that. Why do they have so much more than the generations before, but they are more sadder than the generation before? Then we get a little Dear Souflo thing. It wasn't recorded, it wasn't in writing, it was a phone conversation, and a brother want me to explain to him, or what should I say now? He wants some kind of validation. I'm gonna need my audience on this one. I know all the fire burners, fire burn this, fire burn that, lava this and that. They're gonna be out in numbers in a minute. But the brother talk about wearing his wife's lingerie when she's not home. All right, so we're gonna talk about that one that this morning. I don't know why someone feel like they can't tell me anything, but you know I'm not I'm not aggressive, and I guess you feel like SouFlo is Uncle Flo. Some call me Uncle Flo. Some say you for coming like my brother, a member of my family. Me feel like I can talk to you. So them just call me and just tell me anything. Sometimes I cringe of some of the stuff that they call me to tell me. Some of them tell me long story, then say SouFlo, you can't put this on your show, do I know? All right. This brother asked me to put this on the show specifically, so I'm putting this on the show. I accidentally cleaned out my email about a couple months ago and cleaned out all the Dear Souflos. So the people who sent me Dear Souflos, you haven't seen me do your Dear Souflo on SouFLoTV is because of that. All right, I lost most of them. So I go off like memory and thing and to do some of them, but this one was a phone conversation. So we're gonna talk about that. And then Loop News released a news yesterday that says they have now written up and have this before the House to pass a new law in Jamaica that will give anybody behind bars caught with a cell phone 15 years added to their time. And this is how they plan to do it. If you're in there serving 10 years, you will serve all your 10 years out. And then at the end of your 10 years, you know, when you go home, so you pack in your bags and you go through your processing to leave the facility, they will walk you out. You will say goodbye to your 10 years, and then they will walk you right back into the front of the building to start a 15-year sentence. We're going to talk about that as well. No sense not really unite for me still. But here we go. Where do we start this morning? Let me big up a couple more people real quick, and then we get into this. So Wayne Nathan is in the building. Good morning, Wayne. Thank you for being here. Lisa Marie King, Chin King is here. Good morning. Jacqueline Harris is in the building. Hot and spicy there. Hot and spicy said good morning. SouFLo and family. Up, up, up. Good morning to you and yours as well, fam. Shelly Belly is in the building this morning. El Baptista in the building this morning. Lisa Marie is in the building. Sexy body, who there? Juliet Trimmingham. Is that a real name? Is that your real name? Trimmingham. I've never heard that before. Juliet Trimmingham is a real name. Well, Juliet is in the building this morning. Marie B is here. Richard Shriva is in the building this morning. This message is being held for review. Craiger Bailey. Craiger Bailey, after you never say nothing bad, I'm just going to show you like a comment because all you do are JM, JM, JM. Good morning, Craiger Bailey, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you greatly. All right. Where should I start out this morning? Should we start out with the Gen Z conversation or should we start out with the Dear Souflo one? Man, I wear him wife lingeries while she is not home, and or should we start out with the 15 years behind bars extra for cell phone use while incarcerated? Somebody give me a heads up and a place to start. Guava 876, big up yourself and thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for that. All right, 15 years. All right, Anika Anderson was the first one, and Anika said 15 years. Nobody else is answering, so we are going right to the 15 years. All right, 15. Manners and respect to you, SouFLo and family. Sandra Schroeder, good morning. Thank you, and manners and respect to you as well, family. All right, 15 years it is. Critical thinker, I saw you. You said Gen Z, but a bag of people said 15 years already, so we're rolling with the 15 years. I don't know what's happening with my lighting this morning. That's why I'm gonna like move my things. But you know, me and my daughter, all this tells me is that I need a bigger house, or I need to finish up my office space, block it off, and think, cause that's the plan. So I could be isolated in there and not bother anybody else. But me, I catching in my daughter room, and she don't like it. So when she's here, she's like, "This is not a conversation we need to be having." So I mean, let's take up my things, them and move them out of our room because it is her space. You know what I'm saying? Me and Kai can hang out in here, but she's a girl and she wants our space. So every time I move, my lighting is hard to set back up. Looking at the glasses, them, you see the big box light them around me, but they're hard to set up to catch the perfect lighting. So I did this in a hurry this morning, and cause she just left, not too long, I did this in a hurry, and now the lighting is, but you can hear me and you can see me, just not crispy clear like before, right? All right. So let's start out with the 15 years thing. I have so much to say about this, and I want y'all to be honest and tell me if it makes sense. See? Because if you look on this 360, you know, all the way around, I know a lot of us who want back with good Jamaica. We want the foolishness to stop. We believe that criminals should be punished to the fullest extent of the law. We believe that prison too nice for enough of them need to go back to Don Emmanuel Road, Brock Rock Stone and Shackles and these things. Use them bell walls and fix up the country and clean up the place. All that. Prison workforce. I proposed that before. I didn't get a lot of love when I did it, but I saw it figure out prison supposed to be a deterrent, not supposed to be somewhere where you're happy to go because you have a link, you charge them in there and have party for the next 4 years till you get out and go to criminal university in there and learn from more experienced criminals and establish links. So when you come back out, you have a crown on your head now, right? That's what it is now to most people compared to what it's supposed to be. So that's why they're not afraid to go to prison. On that note, though, cell phones found behind bars. We could talk about it. All right, so shout out to Luke for this. 15 more years additional time proposed for cell phone use behind bars. This is not just a proposition, though. It is in writing right now, and it is before those who shall or shall not approve it. So it's gone past just a proposal, as in verbal proposal. 15 more years. That is the additional time incarcerated persons could face behind bars if they are caught with a cell phone, if a bill, if a bill that is right now before Parliament is passed into law. They are working on the bill to pass it into law right now. It is already before Parliament, drawn up already. A lot of people agreed to it already, and now it is before Parliament. 15 more years. National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang, the man who said don't do nothing when job title concerns, and I don't understand. No accountability, these high-paying positions, high-profile positions, and you're able to keep these positions without producing. Remember we talked about him? I'm gonna say I don't believe that he has Jamaica's best interest at heart, for one, and for two, if I was working somewhere and underperforming constantly, I'm absolutely sure I would be fired. So where's the accountability? You are National Security Minister. Anyways, Dr. Chang on Tuesday opened the debate on Correction Amendment Act 2021, which, among other things, seek to take away the device that are being used by a number of high-profile prisoners to direct criminal enterprises from behind bars. That's the cell phone. Through the use of cell phones and electronic communication devices, incarcerated violence producers are better able to directly or indirectly influence criminal gangs and drug activities outside in the real world, calling shots from behind prison walls. Some of these violence producers are leaders of top-tier members of gangs who give orders and perpetuate gang feuds and contract killings, and on occasions may pervert the course of justice. How? As witnesses are threatened, injured, or murdered. You know, a man say, yo, the boy around Marcus Lane, yeah, in the blue, yeah, him. Yo, that's what that. Him supposed to come court, come testify against Whip on Monday. And Friday we hear say him missing. There was a shooting in somewhere in a Spanish town, something, something, something. So it happens and it happens and it happens, right? They have proof that it has happened, or do they? Because I never hear nobody get tried and convicted for that before. However, this is the scenario that they're saying. Sometimes they use the cell phones to perverse the course of justice. Witnesses are threatened, they're injured, or they're murdered, said Chang during his contribution to the debate. The use of the contraband item by prisoners has been widespread. Hear this. Hear this. 5,431 illegal or illicit cell phones were seized in the nation's prisons between 2016 and 2017. Then they did not count 2018. It was from 2019 to 2020. So that's a 2-year space. And in 2 years, they found over 5,400 phones in these prisons. Now that's a whole lot, because I thought that maybe them are gonna say 50 cell phone, 70, 60 cell phone, 120 across the nation, but 5,000? No man, no man. Somebody got an inch and took 100 miles. Not true? The security minister said that the severity of the offenses and the explosion of criminal activities that are facilitated by the use of computer and electronic communication devices such as the cell phone behind bars means that there is need for severe penalties. Yeah. Anyone inside a correctional institution who knows that they will spend another 20 years behind bars will have second thoughts about using a cell phone inside the facility, Chang said. Sir, anyone out here who knows that they will spend 100 years behind bars if them go kill somebody, it would be a deterrent to them too. But you know, still I give people 19 years for 2 murders, double murder, and them thing that I mean, I hear nobody talk about that increase in the time and penalties for those man that get caught up in murder trial and get catch with gun and all kind of things and is released on bail pending trial, and trial don't happen for another couple of years. In other words, They give these people the time to go get rid of your witnesses, to go intimidate people, and all these other kind of things. I don't hear him talk about none of that either. Fixing all those. Them want to fix people who already behind bars. Gunman get catch with gun and get 5 years, and get 4 years, and get 3 years. Gun. But a cell phone for a prisoner who is already behind bars. According to the bill, persons convicted in the parish courts may be fined up to $3 million or be imprisoned for 3 years. This is what it is now. Or be imprisoned for 3 years, while a second or subsequent offense will attract a fine of $5 million or up to 5 years imprisonment. For those convicted in the circuit court, the term of imprisonment is a maximum 7 years for a first offense and 15 years for a second offense or subsequent offense. Jet Shelley, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you so much. In her contribution to the debate, Attorney General Marlene Malahou Forte said that there is an abundance of evidence that prisoners have been using cell phones to communicate with their cronies out on the streets and the mastermind behind a lot of criminal activities. If you have that strong of evidence, where are the people that you are convicting based on these evidence? That's a big accusation. I mean, want to see people get time feet so we know that it is working. I've never seen anybody, never heard of any case that in our prison system, judicial system, where it was a man behind bars that used the phone, produced violence on the outside, and was caught and convicted behind bars. Never. Anyhow, if you use the cell phone or any other, Stacey and Williams, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. If you use the cell phone or any other form of electronic device and you send instructions out a road and cause things to happen, that's exactly how it's printed, you are going to be punished. And when you are found guilty, the prison time is going to start to run after you finish your existing prison time, she said. All right, talk to me. Because here's what I have to say. First of all, I still don't think Dr. Harsh Chang knows what he's doing. This is not medical. This is something else. Some people say he is not qualified for the position he's in, but we're not going to put his position under attack this morning. We're going to put his reasoning under attack this morning. I don't hear nothing mentioned in it of the ward of them or police who carry them phone, they go in there, go give the youth them that's in there. And let me be honest with you, God forbid I get caught up and I'm in prison and I'm doing my 5 years or my 10 years. If me see a cell phone in them, I gotta use it because it done gone bad already. Maybe it's the only thing in there that keeps you sane, right? All of us can sit out here on our high horse and soapbox and talk about it's wrong. Give them the 15 years, yes, shouldn't happen. But I bet yourself, if you end up behind it and a cell phone come across you, you're gonna go for that phone and be like, let me see if I can give mama a call real quick and see if she all right. Let me tell you, some mom is sick. Cause remember, I know when you do your prison time, a lot of things happen. I've seen people go to prison and by the time them come out, mother and father pass away. Both got sick 5 years apart, deceased. He never get to say his goodbyes. He didn't get to attend a funeral, nothing like that. Woman left him gone, start whole new family, have man and everything else. Him pick them don't remember who he is, so them talk to him like him a dog, or them respect stepdaddy more or mommy side man more than them respect your father, them father, all kind of something. Your whole world changes. Basically, you are frozen in time in prison. You're gone in a different time zone, and the world goes on without you, right? So sometimes you in there, you're going crazy. I watch a brother the other day give an account because he just came out and he give an account, and he must say, boy, when you don't get no visitors, If you're not one of them people that will get enough visitors for sure, so somebody care about you, and all them something, you get treated like dog in there, And then when you don't have nothing in your commissary, like all the little things you need, your little toilet paper, your deodorant, your toothbrush and toothpaste and these kind of things, and you get treated like garbage by the other prisoners. You're a nobody himself. See, your excrements in there. So a cell phone come across, you're going to call somebody. Is your lifeline for reach out to hear somebody that actually cares about you. Because you're in the den now. I don't know if it's the den of lions or the den of snakes. For the young youth, them where I listen to this, pardon my language. But I watch a brother yesterday or the day before yesterday. He said, for me to know this, ain't nothing sweet behind these bars. Only thing happening behind here is a place full of testosterone and niggas in here fucking each other. That's all we do in here. Fighting and fucking each other. So if you're in a hurry doing stupid stuff that could end you up there, then my only thought is maybe that's the action you're looking for in your life. I'm not attracted to that kind of action, so I try to keep myself out of everything. I'm a big up the people them that get up and go to work every day. Sweep road, pick fruits, cut grass, go in an office, whether you corporate or down around about there. So them kind of thing that me deal with. Hard working people. You want to see dirty clothes and dirty fingernail and know so your money coming like that and you're not heading in that direction. It rough sometimes when you work hard and the bills them don't meet the paycheck because paycheck gone before the bill even complete paying, these kind of things. It's a struggle, but be patient, work hard, keep your goals in mind, and remember, so when time prison pick you up, don't drop the soap. Yeah? All right, because it's a real thing. Man, man give you soap sud. So first world 876, a man give you soap sud. Boy, may I try to take a moment for one, the one them who still feel like say them built for that life, cause everybody feel like them built for that life and you're tough out a road and all that. Oh, another thing he said in Jamaica prison, him said, man, and they have them things. Like them have some big knife and razor and all these things in there, and you just come in there, you not get no links, forget them something there. Some man run down upon you with all some big blade. You wonder how them get them blade in there. If you ain't built like that, you know what you going back there to do. You know what you go back there to do. They had a condom box in the prison. And then full up the condom box. Some of y'all might have seen it. Then full up the condom box and the condom box empty. One of the warders, the head warder at the prison said, there was a big debate. Why the hell are they putting condoms in a male prison in Jamaica? All right. The head of the thing said, the warder said, well, we can argue all about it all we want, but the truth of the matter is, and then knock on the condom box like this. Him say, see this box? It was full. We full it up a condom, and whoever want take and go about them business. See there? It's empty. We have to full up the condom box again, please. We have to full it up again. Because what they were doing in there, they might use scandal bag, wrap it up on them, or they might use saran wrap, they might use all kind of other something. See, so these are the facts that we don't want to face because they're uncomfortable. Me not hear them leaders they are talk about better conditions. How do we really rehabilitate these people? Because you can't dash with people forever on small charges. So how do we really rehabilitate these people? And that the conversation should be about. Not last them in the system with a cell phone 15 more years. Me granny. But you know what though? I know where it comes from. I know where it comes from. Watch my argument. Vibes Cartel. Vibes Cartel did an interview with Fox 5. Fox 5. And when Cartel did the interview, I did my video and I said they're very embarrassed. They're absolutely embarrassed that an entity like Fox 5 News from the United States of America made it into their prison and had a full interview with a high-profile person like Vibes Cartel, and them never know nothing about it till it's too late. And when he spoke on the interview, he wasn't remorseful. He didn't speak good either. The man can't remorseful because him still I say he didn't do what they accused him of doing. And he didn't speak good about the prison either. He didn't mince words. Him describe where he was in there, him describe what it looked like in there, the conditions, how you're treated, etc. Believe it or not, all these first world countries that are allies with Jamaica, when they hear that, it's going to trigger some kind of a, hey, we need to do a walkthrough of your prisons to see if they are in humane conditions. All kind of blowback come from that. All kinds of blowback come from that, and they don't like that. They were mad. Where did you hear of giving 15 years for cell phone before that happened? Nowhere. It wasn't an issue before. In a 2 years alone, 2 separate years combined, over 5,000 and add cell phone in the prison them. That's a whole lot of cell phones. And yet still nobody said nothing about it. It wasn't no big deal. It wasn't no big deal. I told y'all too, when Cartel did that interview, I knew right away. I said, this is don't take my word for it, go and look it up. I think it's 5 different entities triggered investigation into this thing. 5 different entities, law enforcement entities had their own independent investigation going on, trying to find out how him get that interview they done, who approved it, if it was approved. Obviously, it was done by a cell phone. Where is that phone? Blah, blah, blah. Them can't find nothing. At the end, they concluded all their interview. When the interview done, every entity waste out government money with them long investigation, and not one of them came up with anything pertaining to it. So it's like, fuck, get to with it again. Yo, I make we look like this too. No man. No man. So I knew that was coming. I see that 15 more years. So imagine you had to do 10 years. You take a cell phone and go say, yes, mommy, me there and me have 3 more years for going. I'm see you soon. Me know you can't come visit because you're sick and thing. And tell daddy me say hi, all right here, and all these things. And them catch you with the phone. So at the end of your 10 years, now, when them catch you with the phone, you must just want to commit suicide. Or you must just want to ball. Because you look on 15 more years on top of your 10, where you're already almost close to finishing, and they will walk you out that prison and walk you back in. I don't know if y'all seen the documentary. How them, when you get charged in prison, because you can't get outside charged in prison enough. Some things you're charged for all over again. So they actually walk them back out the facility. Like, yes, I'm free, done with that sentence there. Bust a corner and go right back in and book you right back in again. For your cell phone. 15 years. Ja. My biggest thing about that, just like I told you all, I do support the death penalty, but I don't support it being put in place now at a time where corruption is so high within our government and corruption is so high within our law enforcement, because I'm going to fling wet poor people picnic. You can't afford a good lawyer, or you come from over there, so zinc fence community, okay, you go in there and you will do it. And if them can't afford a Peter Champagne or one of them high profile lawyer that will back them and clear them case, dog name them supper. These people will use you or your children or your children's children, your family members as scapegoat to make sure say for them bad man friend them and links them, get away with it. That's one of the reasons I don't support it. That's one of the reasons I say I don't support it being instated now. Same thing for the cell phone. I want to hear an argument of any law enforcement official that is caught bringing these phones in. Your sentence automatically starts out at 15 years. No cut corners around it. It starts at 15. There's no plea bargaining, no anything. It goes up if we can prove that the person you handed the cell phone to actually used it and violence was committed on the outside. So if we can prove that this you carry the phone now, go get John Doe used the phone, and subsequently Marquis Johnson was murdered on the outside, you get charged for that murder they took. Talk to me. You get charged for that murder too. And on top of your 15 years for the cell phone, you will do the time for the murder as well. As a law enforcement official who works inside of the prison, you're tasked with keeping law and order. So you are contributing to the downfall of our society by bringing that phone to somebody who you know is going to use the phone to produce violence on the outside. You should be charged too. And I hope that is in the writing. And if it's not in the writing, it needs to be added to the writing. Because man in a prison can't get no phone from out the door. Somebody outside is bringing that into them. To the tune of over 5,000 cell phones, though. 5,000. I just have this picture in my head, like Wada walk with a bag of cell phone, like one carry bag full of phone, and him just walk in and distribute phone. Because 5,000, a whole heap of phone, that's a whole lot of phones. Bob Cosmic said, if me get dashed in a prison, in a drum me a beat, is a drum me a beat to send out my message. Yeah, man. I say, so you say no. So you see when I wear that shirt, yeah? We'll talk about the brother and him clothes, and him wife clothes, and these things. Papa, take that phone to mommy. Take your tablet to mommy. Morning, you're live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, here we go. Loud and clear.
Good, fantastic. I want to see Jamaica laws change, right? But we have to, can I be whatever the man show, because it seems like all you need is common sense. You can pick up anybody across the diaspora to do some of these positions. Common sense.
Exactly.
Now, yes, we want to see the laws change. We want to see harsher penalties, but where it makes sense. That does not make sense. And I think it's because election time is coming up, party election time, and everybody want to seem like now they're tough on crime all of a sudden. And you've had the past how many years to show that. You know what I'm saying? Jamaica need prison need to be like slave labor. Yeah, I'm sorry, you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear. I was just saying something on the side so I can hear.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead.
The prison needs to be like slave labor, minus the whipping. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much in the country that needs development, and just how America gets slack for it because of the racial disproportionate, but using in Jamaica need that. The same people who mash up the country, force them to help build up the country, force them to help build up roads and country and electric line and so forth. But this doesn't make any sense, and it's just like these people they're just playing games all over and over again.
It's always politics, right?
It's always politics. It's never from a sincere place really wanting to fix the problem.
Exactly.
Even those NHT houses, that they say that they're providing affordable houses and they're not affordable, and it's like it seemed like again who can get into those houses. So Jamaica needs something serious. You want 15 years? The pedophile, latch on pedophile, 15 years onto him. The people who contract killers, do a minimum sentence of 15 years for people like that. But this don't make no sense.
Facts.
Not at all.
Thank you. Clarity.
Okay.
All right. You loud and clear. Loud and clear. Like just she, I wonder if like because it don't take much to look at these things and be like, okay, any one of us probably could do it that have some common sense, like she said. And no big degree not needed to think this through. Like you're willing to give a man who is behind bars 15 years to use the phone, but what about the person who gave him the phone? And these are people who are charged with upholding the law, right? And making sure that these facilities and institutions are ran properly, and they're violating in the biggest way. It's just like I was supposed to do this video, but a police officer got convicted of rape. Now you're police, and the man take away a woman, I believe down a St. Bess or somewhere there. So I'll do the story incomplete later on. A police officer just got convicted of rape, kidnapping and rape, can take away the woman and forcibly and raped her as a police officer. And it was proven that that's what he did, and he got convicted of it. And the little bit of time that he got, I'm looking at it like they're not trying to discourage anybody from doing this. That was basically a message to the rest of them, like, if you're gonna do something like this, do it more careful. Don't do it this way, cause see him get catch there. But our crony still, so we're not dash him forever. We just gonna put. I think when a police officer goes to the other side of the law and is caught, especially like that, violating citizens, we're talking about a life sentence, a minimum of 25 years to start. To start. See? I don't know. But the whole cell phone thing behind bars and 15 years extra feet, only if they stitch it up right, I would co-sign it. Because right now it just look like, again, them one dash where poor people picnic. And it's always the people on the lowest of the pole, the totem pole, those that are lowest ranking are the ones that get caught up. It's just like when the drugs and the guns come in, nobody don't know who's producing those, sending them in, spearheading the movement for them to be delivered and all that. Them just go for the little youth to have it round here, so produce violence in our own community and terrorizing his own people. But who is enabling him to do all that and encouraging him to do all that though? They're a bigger part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? But they never catch those. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Big up yourself, SouFLo.
Big up yourself, my brother.
Wake up, wise up, and rise up.
See it there, right? That's up.
Yeah, man. Yo, this 15 years for the cell phone, I'm going to make it quick. Even though it might seem like cruel and unusual punishment, the inmates are calling hits from the cell phone that is killing people out in public while they're locked up. So that's why they want to make it as harsh as possible to deter people from doing it.
Understood.
That's it, brother.
Understood, but
it's 5,000 cell phones, so that means that every other inmate has access to it.
Right.
Them can just stay back and call it and take with people life. That's what they're trying to deter.
Right. And I understand that part, right? I understand that part.
Yeah.
And we're not saying that it's cruel and unusual punishment. We're saying that some more people need to be added into the equation.
Yes, I was going to get to that now. These cell phones are being brought in by the same law enforcement officers working with the prison system. Therefore, they need to give these officers that are facilitating these inmates even harsher punishment, like life imprisonment. Because the inmates are getting it from who? The same COs, because guess what, SouFLo? Them do it in Dear County Jail. We did have access to one when they did it. Little bit. So you understand what I say? It's the COs that are bringing in the cell phone to the inmates. So it's big corruption.
You say you did have access to one when you were in there as well.
Dade County. Whenever Dade County jail, yeah. As soon as you go in there, somebody in there have one. To stay there. Dade County jail, me I talk about no prison, because I never done no prison time, but
right.
I go to jail one time when we need to make a call, yeah. So it's prevalent all over the place, even in United States.
Somebody
is there them get the style from.
Jubu's, yeah. Jubu's warden make millions off of the prisoners, and it's true.
Thank you.
It's true.
Thank you, because they are a part of it.
So I want to see if their name.
But they're not looking at the warden and the law enforcement officers that are, you understand, supposed to be controlling the prison system, because them are the one who are facilitated, brother. The inmate, them can't get it by themselves.
Then how they hide them phone there?
We don't know them bring it in just like how them work regular. And then them, you know, like the trustees. Yeah, the one that will go and clean up the cell and them have a little more free movement. Them give to the trustees, and the trustees bring it into the inmate and they sell them, brother.
All right, I'm going to talk about something else after you hang up. On that, how the phone circulate?
Yes, they're being brought in by the police officer, them, the COs, what they call them, correctional officers. And them bring it in.
All right, my brother.
Yeah, and them get paid to do it. So everybody's a part of the corruption, not just the inmates.
True. True.
Yeah, just like the brother there, when I mean to straight off the subject, the guy from St. Lucia, and him paid the $3 million.
For
Who think he paid that to? Warden and the correction officer. So all of them know about it and let out the man.
Yes, and the money they delivered because they wouldn't let them out on promise. The money was delivered.
No. Them get paid already and them get paid in US dollar. I think at 20,000-30,000 they get. A US dollar then get paid.
John, no.
So stay there. Let out that I make him go about in business because them now, you know. Yeah, them regular
Christmas
salary is too low.
Christmas I come, me want me llama.
Yeah, so them want the extra money, you know, them can use a extra what? $1 million? To themselves, 1.5, what you mean? And let out him because guess what? And not pay them business. Yeah, so them free.
Well, big up yourself for the insights.
So, yeah, man, you don't know, man. Not mind me pioneer, ain't no pioneer, man.
Right, that's all, my brother.
Yeah.
All right, me ask a question. All right, I said, how do these cell phones circulate in prison? Well, again, I am an avid documentary watcher because you learn a lot from these documentaries, especially the ones where they are able to go behind bars. I don't know if anybody hooked on the prison documentary, them like me. I was living vicariously through those because in nowhere in my mind do I ever see myself in there. So I wanted to know, though, if I ever ended up in there, what kind of thing I would be facing. So I learned about the predators, them, because they talk to them even follow some of them and watch them do them shakedown. When it came to the knife and the phone, them two things there. I remember a Spanish man said he wasn't a shot caller, but he was one of the guys who put in a lot of work. The man said the blade long from about him fingertip, yaso, to like down his forearm. That long the blade is. You get hit with that, you're definitely dying, right? Them asked him how him carry it. And he told a story about how he got sent one day to a courthouse. So to go kill somebody before them testify. And he's saying couldn't do it. He failed the mission because they took the person in another direction and took him in another direction when they were all supposed to be going the same way. And he was like, now I'm walking around with this shit stuck in me. And every move, I could feel it like up in here. I mean, I said up in here. So he was like, yeah, in me. Come on now. I'm a convict. I said, am I not talking now? He said, I'm a convict. So I live by convict codes. And you got to make your body do things in order to survive when you're in there. You take all that when you out in the street stuff out of your mind, right? My cell phone, boof it. Boof it? What's boofing? The whole cell phone gone up in a battle wall. The knife, the blade long saw to the of his forearm. And he say have one string on it and it belly in there. So if you want to stab somebody, him wrap it round your sock. So in case he get punched or hit or whatever, he doesn't lose his weapon and them can't use it against him. All of that gone up in a battle wall. The man explain how him wrap it up and how them grease up and put it up in there. I'm like, and when you need it, he say you just go to the corner of the yard. If anything break out, you pull it out. So you getting hit with a shitty shank. Dangerous. But damn. So that all that I go on in a freeway on something took. You know, nothing is only or it's only over there. I'm starting to learn that more and more. I used to be one of those people. Jamaicans do them something there. Jamaicans not in a this. Jamaicans not in a that. Jamaican women don't do these things. Jamaican men don't do these things. The older I'm getting is the more I'm finding out that we ain't too different from everybody else. We do the same something them what them do. Yes, my brother, a shitty shank. A shitty shank. Pull you out and stab you with it. The man said the blade so long, every time he moved, he was like praying to get back to himself for the day so he can take it out. Because I feel like him that cut up him inside or something, but he can't say to the wardens that, hey, I think I'm about to kill myself because I got this thing in me that's about this long and it feel like it's hitting vital organs or nothing like that. So I'm off with us, go on. And him say him hold it till him reach back him cell and him take it out. And they did eventually catch the person who they wanted to catch, but he wasn't the one that did the shot this time. So boy, stay away. And again, youth and man, if y'all think that this is where you really want to go, I know we talking about 15 years extra for getting caught behind bars with cell phone, but I have to side note every chance I get to tell you them story here to make you know, say, you don't want to get hit with a shitty shank. You know what I mean? Stay far from prison, DMAC, and stay far from anything and anybody who glorify that and make it think so you can walk through. Yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death? You're going to full up a whole heap of fear. And you're going to meet a whole lot of evil. All right? God go with you. Because me not try go, and I can't go. See? Yes, HIV is rampant, rapid, spreading like crazy. Because some man no want nobody know say that them a do, so them now go tap the condom box and get two of them condom there. Them just go wrap it up with saran if them have like a saran around there or throw a scandal bag on it, which John no. Anyhow, that is that for prison conditions. I hope. And prison is supposed to be a deterrent. It's a deterrent for me. Knowing what I know already, them not have to increase no time for nothing for me. I'm already deterred. Like, me no want in a nothing where I'm nothing to do with none of them kind of living there. You must really hate yourself to subject yourself to such things with your one little precious life that God give you. A minute of that is too much for me. The gift that keeps on giving. Boy, Lance Gregory says, SouFLo member Vibes Cartel, one of his songs says, when Shatta go jail. Yeah. You have big man in there and you have little boy in there. We watch the brother the other day as a brother we have some locks on him head. I tell you about the conditions and what they have to go through. Not the one, there's another one who told us about like when he said it's like dancer keeper one time, Elephant Man up on stage and him say, wave, and the whole crowd wave goes up, wave, and the whole crowd wave goes up. Him say, so it is when it's time for doodoo in the cell because them have no flushable toilet in there. The toilet bung up and not working and everybody have to doodoo in a bucket. So I'm saying, man, next man do a splash pan you while you are trying to do the pan it. Another youth now, yes, couple of days ago that I watched, him say you have to wear slippers in there all the time and you have to stand up on the toilet seat because a beer John and something in there and you can't sit down on the toilet seat and all kind of thing. Like, man in there push paper up in them nose, newspaper, pine up newspaper and push up in them nose and light newspaper in there every time somebody gonna take a shit and you can't do the off schedule. If you do the off schedule, then kill it with licking there. Cause no time for do the yet. So when do the time come now, next man grab a pail, everybody say ray over to that side there. And next man grab the pail, whoa, over to that side there, everybody there. Why would you want to subject yourself to any of that? That alone sounds very. I'm deterred. I'm deterred. Me not go in there. If you slip, you go slide. Yeah, in a doo-doo. In a in a doo-doo. No man, Papa, your battery is done. Yeah, you can tell mommy put it on the charger. All right. Yo, I'm so happy to Kai talking. I realized that we were side note a little bit. We don't know what I'm doing already. I realized I was pushing him. We were pushing him too much because he was so smart. He could actually read sentences before he could speak. So I'm gonna look up on stuff and read out the whole sentence, and we look on him like there's no way at 2 years old he can read and he can pronounce the words. But when we talk to him, he wouldn't answer you. He just look at you like this. I remember somebody left a comment, yo, that's why I'm not blame my mother when because she's very protective of the baby. I don't blame her because we see some comment like one woman say, your son look like him autistic. Y'all need to take him and go get him checked or whatever. And I'm like, this kid is reading sentences. See? But no, Chat, just like that. And he's 3. See, and the mouth don't stop run now, and now he's speaking in full sentences, and he can clearly explain to you what happened and all this. So thank God, and big up to all the parents them out there, man, who have children with special needs, because the world could be such a cruel place, especially from ignorant ass, grown ass people. Ignorant adults make it rough, and these ignorant adults teach their ignorant little knucklehead children to be the same way towards these children. So big up to the parents. Every parent who has a special need child knows exactly what I'm saying. Big up to them. See? But the mouth I run now, good at everything, brain functioning, so all praise is due to the Most High. Panda one called John know me did I pray about it, and I was like, we were scared. We were like, yo, wonder if something wrong with him. It look, me I said, babe, it look like something wrong with him, you know? Cause look, you talk to him and him not respond. Him just a stare upon you. Even when I used to get angry, I'm like, say your name. And you see him start crying. He wouldn't say name. He would just start crying. Or he would make funny sounds. And I'm like, damn, these are markers for autism. So when the person said it, it was like a trigger. But the way how they said it, I was like, don't tell me nothing about me. Start picking my girl. But I'm good now. See it? So see it there? All right. Enough of that prison something there. Come, I say 1 hour I'm going this morning. Have some things to do, but it look like we're gonna go the 1 hour. It look like we're gonna go a little bit over. Hold on. Mother of Dragon says my 2-year-old don't talk. My 2-year-old don't talk, but is potty trained. Yes. In real talk, we have to allow these children to, guide them, yes, but don't force them. Every child develops differently, and that's what I'm noticing. Like his sister walked before he did. So you can't have him and be like, okay, so she walked at this time, so you need to be walking at this time. She was speaking in full sentences at this time, so you need to be speaking in full. Every one of us are different and unique. See? And have our own little thing, how we come into the world and how we process stuff. What I'm realizing is that Kai is a very observant kind of person. Is that you to really look in cocking face, just like the sideway, you know. And him really look, him pre-wagwan, him see everything. No miss him. Techie and everything. And then he responded in his own timing. Especially when he first started to talk, pure shortcuts. He wouldn't speak sentences, and I realized we're forcing him to speak sentences, but he's a person that just gets straight to the point. Can I have some milk, please? My boy just take out the can I have some and please. Him just say milk. So you know, say milk him want, just give me milk. You know, you say, can I have some milk, please? You must say, can I have some milk, please, before you can get milk. Ah! That's what he used to do. I'm like, all I'm trying to do is get this kid to speak in sentences. You want some juice? Can I have some juice, please, Dad? Juice. You're not getting it. Ah! So you know I'm going to start giving it from him. Say milk, here, milk. Juice, here, juice. And then now he's speaking in sentences. Can I have some milk, please? Can I have some juice, please? I need some juice, Dad. That kind of stuff. Boys take more time to talk. I didn't know that, Yvonne. Because beer boy, I did have at one point, so I couldn't gauge any off the other. You know, I got 4 boys, so I couldn't gauge one off of the other. And then my girl came and she looked like she did everything faster than all the boys, for real. And Fairmouth start to run from 2 and hasn't stopped running yet. It's like on auto, like literally. Like my daughter talk, she would talk till sometimes I have to say, yo, like, make me ears nyam like a grass man. That's what my grandfather used to say. We chat too much. Make me ears nyam like a grass man. And they'll laugh. Daddy, what does that mean? Your ears can't eat grass, and just go back to the talking. So, all right, Nick, I'll be back. I'm just go to our next part of the house. You can't take it sometime. You know? Have a 2-year-old grandson, well smart, but can't really talk yet. Just simple words. He's right on task. Ken, Prosper, he's right on task. He's not doing, and don't push him and don't make him feel like he out of place or nothing, because trust me, when him start lining up the words them for you, you're going to be begging for your ears to nyam like a grass too. That's right now we have, and Melania already started. So she looked like she's gonna, but because she's probably going to bounce off Kai, because they say those with older siblings always advance faster because they're trying to keep up with the older sibling, right? And it looked like a Natagwan. I watched that girl run across the yard yesterday multiple times. I'm gonna say, yo, look, one little Shelly and Fraser Price. I actually had to say it because Melanie in a perfect form and the speed what she run with. I'm like, yo, she fast like lightning. If I could harness that and develop it. But you know, that's just me dreaming out loud. She's gonna, but I see it. I see it. Her mom ran track and field, and so did I. So it's in our genes anyway, right? Trust me, I know after having twins that going be 16 next month. LOL. See, so you've been down the road already and you know. Did your twins develop the same at the same time, or was one faster than the other one in certain things? Can Prosper. Flash Garden, Ingrid Jarrett, listen up. When she take off our running up, down the road she gone. I'm like, there's no way this little girl moving that fast. She looked like the little birds that we see on the beach, where them run and them never get hit by the wave, but them follow the line of the wave as the wave rolling, and them a pick up stuff and I look a foot them dust. But hey man, it's all a blessing. It's all a blessing because some people have picnic and picnic come out and foot don't work, leg don't work, leg turn all the way back way, them have club foot. You know, I have a lot to be thankful for. I have healthy children, multiple children. None of my children them not born with no defects or nothing. So I give praises on a daily basis, like heartfelt. And I constantly am in thankful prayer because my youth them all are good. And I know so many people who aren't, you know. So again, big up to the parents of the children who are born with issues and issues that are going to be lifelong lasting. It's a battle. It's a struggle, an uphill struggle. Somebody said, SouFLo, can you use your platform and we'll join with you to be an advocate for like stuff like sidewalks to be put in certain places in Jamaica? Because especially if you go to the rural areas, do y'all ever think that there's somebody here, a young person that wants to go out and socialize, but they're in a wheelchair, and the house the power hill was steep like this, and up there so them live. Now when them come down a road, there is no sidewalk or nothing. Bush on two side, and you have two lanes where traffic fly by each other. Zing yang yang. So these people are isolated. They can't even get out. You know, and he was like, in America, you guys have so many different things for people that are born with certain kind of things. Me no want to say the wrong thing because one day I said handicap and the girl called me right away. And she was like, please don't use that word again. I find it very degrading and whatever. I'm like, geez. My generation, we grew up saying handicap, and that was the proper thing to say. So please tell me what is the right thing to say now. And I forgot what she said. Disabled. Disabled. She said, use the word disabled, not handicap, because we're not handicapped. And I'm like, them sensitive, but everybody's sensitive. New times. Let's use that to segue into Gen Z. And then we're going to talk about the brother with his wife clothes last. Gen Z, right? Sensitive, softest, saddest generation ever. That's not my words. These are scientific studies. Happy on social media, sad and depressed in real life, very insecure and shallow. That's a description for this new generation of internet bred TikTokers kind of people. Now, I don't know if y'all remember Bernie Mac. Y'all remember Bernie Mac, the comedian Bernie Mac? You know, if Bernie Mac was around today, they would have blackballed Bernie Mac, kicked him out. Bernie Mac had a joke where Bernie Mac talked about the little girl come down the stairs in the house, and she talking about him downstairs. She go back upstairs and she tell the other one about him downstairs. She in my motherfucking house talking about him downstairs. Who is him? So I confront her in the kitchen. I said, what you doing in the kitchen this time of the morning? She in here 3 o'clock in the morning talking about I'm getting some milk and cookies. You remember that comedy skit? Bernie Mac, again, if someone is sensitive, me I wear my bomber class shirt this morning, so just exit cause bad word I gonna make you I'm using it in proper context. Okay. I don't just say bad word every sentence, and it's not my thing. And you should know that. And I'm not censoring it because it's needed right where it's needed. So warning. Remember when Bernie Mac said, she said, I'm getting some milk and cookies, and looked at him like he was nothing or a nobody in that one place, and he said, "Oh, fuck a kid up." I bet you won't say that as a comedian today. I bet I bet you won't say that as a comedian today. What kid? Oh, so you're advocating violence against children? That's what you're doing? Picket signs come out. You're up on the cancel list now. Your shows them stop. Your money stop. Real sensitive. A generation gone by, jokes were jokes, and jokes were inappropriate, and they were meant to be inappropriate because it's a joke. And we would laugh at the possibilities of things ever turning out that way, or we seen some stuff like that happen before that made us have to laugh because it's stranger than fiction, right? Nowadays, jokes have to be politically correct. So you sit and watch a comedian, you're like, I'm so dry. He says the same kind of stuff that everybody else says. How come he on stage saying it? Like there's nothing funny about what they're saying, kind of thing, right? Uh, Marlene Sinclair Grant, he was funny as hell. Remember Bernie Mac even had his own show before he passed, right? I kind of feel suspicious about the way he passed. Still, I think they took out Bernie Mac. I don't think he just healthy, strong man just got sick and died suddenly. But anyhow, but I did hear not Lil Nas X the other day say, "Yo, kids," and Boosie said, "What?" You said, "Our kids." I'm trying to tell you that this show is supposed to be. Remember when we used to sit and watch the award shows together as a family, and it wouldn't be none of that strange stuff on it. Now they tell you to your face, "Yo, kids," and anybody who raised their voice to say, "Did he just say our kids?" Because I said I don't want to see a man's whole ass out on my TV screen in the middle of what's supposed to be a family program, grabbing, tongue kissing another man. I don't like that for my children. I don't think they should be exposed to that yet. And all that, it's the way of the world. But and I'm not knocking your lifestyle. I'm just saying it's inappropriate for the occasion. And they put him on the cancel list, but they can't cancel what they didn't make. You feel me? They can't cancel what they didn't make. So Boosie gets to live another day. But he spoke out. But Lil Nas X got a pass because nobody put him on the cancel list for saying "yo kids." But if Bernie Mac did a comedy just like Dave Chappelle just did the other day, cancel list, picket cards, careers over. I don't know. I think, and I said it before, because older people are getting caught up in it too. Because you want to keep up with the times. So you on your phone just like the youngins, and you get caught up and you get addicted to without even realizing that you're addicted, that you actually need it to get by. When last you put your phone down for a whole 24 hours? Think about it. When last did you put your phone down for a whole 24 hours and did not touch that phone unless it was a serious call that needed to be made or a serious text that needed to be sent pertaining to work, pertaining to an emergency, pertaining to something like that? Well, we grew up without them thing then. We never have no phone, nobody to keep track of us. Our parents used to send us out and with a prayer and hope that and hope that we come back in one piece and teach us all they could teach us from the house about black art man and child molester and kidnapper and all these other things. Alencia Smith, you need some attention this morning. Did you even hear what I just said? After I leave a comment like that, this man say, "Yo kids, fuck your kids." You put up, I support Lil Nas X. Let me give you some timeout real quick. Hold on. Put this user in timeout. Okay, take a timeout. Bye. I didn't block you. I just put you in timeout just so you could go think about what you just did. You can't be walking around saying fuck people, kids. Come on, man. And think that's cool. Y'all look like attention this morning. All right, I gave it to you. Yeah, but the new generation with the cell phone and all that, they're constantly on the phone. And if you think about being in a world where you constantly have to compare yourself to other people, they're on Instagram, they looking, they watching reels. One reel lead to a next reel, lead to a next reel. I'm gonna just use the phone for about 15 minutes. 5 hours later, you still on the phone. You're like, damn, 5 hours went by. You don't even find the things that you used to find interesting anymore. Like how you find this phone interesting. Hitting likes, leaving comments, hitting dislike, thumbs down, thumbs up, hit the heart, leave a comment, lust a little bit, look some more, lust a little more. Damn, vicariously looking at other people's life. When you get off that phone, you start thinking, wow, like for instance, look at this, right? You wake up this morning and all you have is your phone and your house not full of food like this. And the first thing come across your thing is somebody who has money, big spread of breakfast look like that. How you think that make you feel? Now you might try to ignore it and act like you didn't feel that, you didn't feel nothing, but you did. You did. And it sends your mind into a depressive state. It's like so many people, you're constantly bombarding yourself with images of so many people have so much more than I do. What's wrong with me? How come I wasn't blessed like this to have all these things? Or I'm working my ass off and I'm still not achieving all these things. Let me go look again and see some more. Damn, I walk, man. I catch the bus. Or my car is old. Look at this car that he just bought. And he bought it cash and he's like half my age, and you start getting depressed. You start getting depressed. I heard one brother say he had to put the phone down because he realized that every time he came off the phone after using it, there was just this depressive kind of feeling on him, and he had to pick up the phone again to feed that and to keep going. He put the phone down, he felt depression again. So he was like, need a cleanse break from it. That's the new generation for you. Everything is online. Everything is online, right? So we actually had a childhood, like we actually played. This is their playing today. It's either in front of a screen, and now they get online to play the video games, right? So they're playing with strangers with a headpiece. That's my son, 13-year-old Kosi. And his whole room set up like a gaming room. And grandmother buy the chair and me buy it. I mean, I buy no picking no $250, $300 chair. I think his gaming chair is like 3 something. There's so many things I could do with $300 US, but you know, granny like spoil them grand picnic. So they get it when I'm not around, kind of thing. But that's their whole life. And when they get off that online talking shit, yeah, what? They get off that, they feel empty. I'll watch them around each other. We riding in the vehicle, we going on a road trip. You have all of them in the vehicle. And I look around and everybody have their phone. Nobody is talking to each other. And I'm like, damn, this is strange. I'm living in this time. We come from a different time. So I'm living in this time and I'm witnessing this. And I find it strange as hell. Brothers and sisters sitting next to each other. And for a whole 5, 6, 7. How long does it take us to get there from here to the location in Georgia? Let's round it off to 8 hours. For a whole 8-hour road trip. They wouldn't say a word to each other. I said, let me do an experiment. I'm not going to say nothing to anybody. I want to see how long they go without speaking to each other. After about an hour, I couldn't take it no more. So I said, everybody turn your devices off, put them away, and talk to each other. You're going to sing along to some music together. So let's find a station that has music that everybody can relate to. Because that's weird. That is weird. You're at a dinner table with your family that you don't see on a regular, and your phone is out, and you're like this. That's weird. I come from a generation where we hug up each other. We spread blanket on the floor and everybody lay down side beside each other. Auntie come, cousin come, uncle come, brother come, sister come, the house full. Pull out the couch, man. Let me sleep on the couch. Me sleep right there upon the blanket down there. So everybody turn on the one TV, watch the one show, and laugh and talk. And you know what I'm saying? The adults are around there in the back. My uncle and my auntie them we burn ganja and drink rum and them thing. Them round there. So all the kids over here this way, and the holier than thou ones are over here. But they're interacting with each other. So of course they're depressed. Of course they're sad. They value their world by approval through this. They value themselves by approval through this. That's why sometimes we have to put this away. As grown people, we have to put this away because we ourselves are getting sucked into it too. You know what I mean? I don't want this suck me in. I don't want nothing suck me in. So I'm very aware of this too. I use this a lot, but I use this for work and business more than anything else. And I wish I could put that into their head. I think that's the reason why they're like that today. What do you think? Alma Brown says that makes me so angry. So true. And you know, you feel, Alma, check it. You feel guilty too, right? Because you're like, yep, you getting old. Yep. And they're looking at you like you're the one that's out of place because this is their norm. This is their norm. They're looking at you like you're the party pooper. You're the one that's out of place. I don't like going on road trips with you because that's not what they're into. Their minds are not programmed. Their minds are programmed a different way. So you're trying to make them do stuff and they go talk about you behind your back. Man, daddy with all his old ass ideas. Put away your cell phone. Talk to each other. Well, we see each other all the time. Why we gotta talk to each other? When you're over here, then I talk about you, don't you? You're like, damn, am I becoming that person? I don't want to, I don't want to impose stuff upon them that they're going to look back at as bad memories. But I know the value of speaking to each other, the value of human touch, the value of eye to eye and conversation. They're not getting any of that. The funny thing to see in the experiment was this. When I told them put away the cell phones and everything, and they didn't have nothing to talk about with each other. They had nothing to talk about with each other. I have to actually start your conversation with them. I say, share your dreams, share your goals for your life. Listen to your brother's dreams and encourage him and share, or even tell him, say, I don't think that's a good pick for you because, you say you want to do pro sports, but you're lazy and the two don't go together. Like, share your dreams, have a conversation around. That's a good starting point. Even talk about a movie that you've seen recently and the funny parts in it or the crazy parts in it or whatever, but share your dreams and speak to each other. I'll be heated inside, but I can't show it to that degree. The Brat says, SouFLoTV, is the intent of social media. Social media was truly a social experiment. Well, we see what came out of that experiment, and now it's the way of the world. It's no longer it's still an experiment, but it's the way of the world now. It's programming, social programming. Look at how videos on YouTube and other social media have depicted the crime of the gang life. Like the glorification of it, and having a lot of kids thinking that it's cool to be like the worst thing ever. I think we spoke about this earlier about how when we were growing up, I remember rappers rapping about selling drugs to get up out of poverty, right? Move their family to a new situation, create some generational wealth. I'm gonna be rich by the time I'm 40. take my mom out the project so she'll never have to work again. I'm gonna retire my mom and all kind. That's how the lyrics were. Then the lyrics started turning into I popped 6 pills, passed out, something, and glorifying taking drugs. So we went from not extreme, but we went from doing it for a cause, a worthy cause, to just on drug users. Went from drug dealers to get up out of certain socioeconomic situations to just junkie with a lot of money. And the depiction of it through social media has definitely contributed, along with lyrics and songs, and then the visualization come together. Big destruction. Depicting all their killings in videos and lyrics. Yeah, big destruction. Big destruction. Now they're talking about the metaverse. Why? As far as I'm understanding about the metaverse, Ingrid, is what it's supposed to take a bit of your resemblance each time to put it on some artificial you, and then that artificial you over time using it will become more you. Some people say it'll become more you than you are, and you're going to be dependent upon it to have your place in the world or feel like you belong, kind of thing. Me don't know about it. I've heard stuff about it and ain't really looking into it, but I'm sure I'll probably be swept in to some degree because I'm here, I'm living, and I don't want to be left behind. You know, one of the worst things you can do for yourself is burn a bridge between you and the generation coming after you, because you have so much to teach them and you have so much to learn from them, right? So you can't burn the bridge, but at the same time, I'm conscious of, like, I'm not trying to be 40 years old, 40 something years old in skinny jeans and sneakers. You know, my jeans ain't gotta be tight. It's okay. Call me Uncle Flo. Me cool. My jeans them big. Me cool. I carry a licensed firearm in them. I can't wear skinny jeans, as I can't arm myself to protect myself. That kind of stuff. So me look different is all right. You get to a point where you have to accept certain things and know why. But me feel bad for them still because they have the most advanced technology so far in our history, and yet still, all this sadness and depression and stuff come with it. Take off your shoes, go outside, play barefoot, stand on Mother Earth, and connect barefoot with the earth. That alone will change your vibration. They don't want that. They want that new sneakers and it costs $250, and you're like, $250 for your shoes? So they can go show off with their friend. They want the new video games, Xbox, whatever number it's at now. It's like $600 I'm thinking $1 in Jamaica is 100. Everything my kids ask for, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. How much it costs? It don't cost much of that. It's like $550. It don't cost much. $550. Damn. $1 in Jamaica costs is 150. That's what me think. So everything is a lot to me that they ask for. You know? This one says, Alencia, your message was held. Robots, companion, sex doll. I guess because you put the word sex in there. The algorithms these days, it's doing its thing. And us, the creators, we're really not in control. You know, somebody is watching us and vetting our conversation, like taking out, oh, this one can't show people because it has the word sex in it. This one says fu, okay, take you out, block the whole comment. So for those of you who cuss me all the time and talk about, yeah, I'm a hypocrite now, as soon as they say something him not like him, block your comment. Go back and look at your comment. Probably had one of those trigger words and the network blocked it, not me. Right? Look in the glasses, think of having and your body have all the reactions rotted. So I guess then cheating, you're not gonna have to leave your house to cheat. Like really, really cheat. Because remember the hologram thing? I think the first person I seen them do it with was a concert where they had Tupac Shakur come back on stage performing in hologram. And then I seen it in a movie after. And in the movie after, I think somebody was making love to the hologram person and like it was so real and them I think they plug up something you saw and they feel every sensation off as if in the moment really. So we're heading into the future. That's why I tell grown people you can't be scared of the future. You can't be scared of technology and its developments. We're not going to be able to stop it. And it's the way of the world that's coming along. So all we have to do is look and be amazed, just like how my granny was very amazed and still didn't understand a smartphone up until the day she passed. And it was out of her league. She really couldn't use it as she aged, as I explained before. It's the same way some way I got age into a time when we feel completely out of place. Like all this is weird. Remember back in my day, and everybody around you is gonna be like, "Oh God, here he go again with that back in my day stuff." Remember back in my days, we had beepers, and it would beep, beep, beep. And if it was an emergency, we would put 911. And you remember that? Go ahead. And we had a phone on every street. If you wanted to call somebody back, you got quarters. You used to put the quarter on the phone and call somebody. That's all. It was so simple. Could it be that it was all so simple? No, it was a different time. You could, wifey about to come home she get off work at 7. It take her 45 minutes to get here. She'll be home by 8. I got from 6 to 7. I could hologram in Chalissa. And me and Chalissa get buck wild before wife come home. All right, boom, let's go. Hologram. Chalissa, come in, big body G-string. Type in no underwears with Dexter Dops. No underwears playing in the background right there. Topless coming in hot. Bang, bang, bang. All right, we're ready for this now. Plug up. Whole session I got me now. By the time your spouse come home, you're tired. By the time you're stretch out. Oh, what's wrong with you? Nothing, man. I'm just tired. Tired. Long day. Long day. Same thing, vice versa. She o'clock your time to he's gonna be home. All right. Never see one before, but I want to see what come here. So them exit 14 inches close to his knees. Hang low, heavy. Big balls. Yeah. Chisel chest. No, not that one. Chisel chest. Yeah. 8-pack stomach. Yes. Mandingo warrior. Ready. Skin out time. All right, honey. Should be here soon. Let's go. Plug up. Before you come on. By the time you come on, man, you and then I ask her for something. She's like, no, I'm okay. Babe, I'm not feeling that tonight. I'm fine. she can't wait for you to leave again. You get one of them by there like, bye. When you looking at bye, baby, see you later as a back there. Or Pangwan. Back to my metaverse. Mandingo. No, I want the one from last time. Somebody else, I got to save that one. No, I can't save it because if I save it and you go in there and you see it, it's going to be a problem. So I got to remember it. All right. Boom. Mandingo last time to his knees. 14 inches. That chisel chest, 8-pack. Okay, boom. It's a hell of a world that's coming. It's a hell of a world that's coming. You hear me? Yeah, I shot me about this one now. You see the leg go, so she ready. She ready. Hello? How you doing, babe? How's your day going? It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. You working overtime today? Yeah, I'm cool with it. You can stay. It's all no, you won't hear no more. Damn, you gotta work overtime again. Man, I appreciate what you're doing for the family and all, baby. I love you. Ah, we need to get some time together at home. You're not hear that again. Y'all got here. You working overtime today? Oh, it's okay. Do what you gotta do. You know I got you. Mm-hmm. All right, bye. Damn, she not even say I love you too. Oh, go on. She too excited. I have to get back to the thing. Yeah. Mandingo is waiting. Mandingo is waiting, and she can keep Mandingo waiting for as long as ever because he ain't really real, so he could stand forever. I'm not gonna say, "Oh, my back is tired. I need to take a seat." We can't go no more. Yep, one round and I hit that. You have to go wait till tomorrow again, my girl, cause my recovery time them not normal, and she have to worry about that. It's all day, all night. the whole away, the whole away is going to get caught up in this thing, and we laugh now until the hologram gets stuck and she can't take it off the screen while you coming in the door and you're going like go see Mandingo with him thing down her knee and she's trying to can't take down the hologram. It's like a video I seen the boy in the library. He in the library watching porn. And the volume went up on his thing. Yeah, and I'm trying to turn on the volume. We can't turn on the volume. Slam down the computer. And everybody in the library looking at you, yo, what is that you in here watching? You know, I see everything, your hologram gets stuck, and your wife walking in the door, and yeah, try to get big bottle chalice up, it disappeared. Come in and the house disappear. You can't fall her down now, you know. Yeah, and like you can't fall down the computer, because the laptop stuck. So you fall it down, shut her. Yes, babe. Hi, baby, all right. No, you can't fall her down. She turn up. She's still twerking in your living room. She's still twerking in your living room. And your wife walking. You're like, Jesus Christ. What y'all gonna do? What are we going to do? You have to tell her, say, babe, don't walk. That's a buckle mash over. Me that carrot, me that draw one of my glass, them drinking glass, and mash it right at the front door. Babe, don't walk there. You have to go around and go through the garage. Cause glass up on the floor. Now you cut yourself. And while she go around to go to the garage, me I try to get Chalisa out of it. Come on, Chalisa, you have to go, you have to go. You know, me not deal with you again and this. Come here, I know I left on the time for your leave. Jesus Christ. I mash up my marriage, I know. New world. New world. Enough people are there with hologram. Yes. And feel satisfied too. Because of all the things that they're putting with it. Plug up the two something on my head side so I feel everything. Boy. And enough more madness I could go on behind that. Because some people have partners who, I don't do this. I'm not into that. Anybody did that nasty. And your partner is into all of those things. So guess what? Some of you are going to say, well, it better them do that than go a road go. You know, experiment them something there with strangers. Care about something come give me. Yeah, your hologram go on. And that's what's gonna happen. Them and them hologram are gonna go on. See? Well, that will eradicate STDs. Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. There's a good side to it. I guess. I guess. Because if you ask somebody right now, would you prefer your partner to be hologramming than for them to go out there and actually do it? Everybody are gonna say hologram. Hologram all the way. Just don't tell me about it. I don't want to see Mandingo. I don't want to see Chalisa. I don't want to see none of what you do and just do what you do. Right? But as long as you don't, it's not with another person, I'm cool with that. To be a lettuce hologram, then with Roscoe. Oh, I did purple. You know what? You hear? Something for everyone. It's gonna be a candy store. Something for everyone. You like hard candy? You like soft candy? You like them sweet? We got sour candies over here. You got yes. a bit hard, but not too hard, a little soft, but we're right here. You're in the middle, right there. We have something for everyone. That's what it's going to be. Use that now to segue into the conversation I had with this brother. Him said, don't clown out my thing. SouFLo, don't clown out my thing, you know. And him asked me if you do this Spanish show. But, so I talked to our brother. And the brother said, when his wife's not home, is a yardie, don't clown out my thing. When his wife's not home, he needs answers to this, so I'm gonna need me people them who is cut. This segues perfectly. When his wife is not home, because his wife works a living job, and when she's not home, he finds himself putting on her negligee. You see how I spell negligee at the topic? So he finds himself putting her stuff on because it brings him closer to her. Make him feel like she did it. See? First of all, I was thinking like, why do you feel the need to tell me this, bro? Like it's happening in your bedroom, you know. You know, when people know them kind of something there, you know, and if it's between you and your wife, then I phone a thing that. Him say his wife don't know that he does it. He does it. And a part of him feel like nothing is wrong with it because he's not into men, if that's what you're thinking, not attracted to men, if that's what you're thinking. Him just like how he feel upon him skin and because it's his wife. All right. Me not ride with the conversation a little bit to see where it was going and thing, but when him reach the part where him say like him spread out, when he put it on, can feel like how she would have feel like when she try to get fame vibes, you know, him attention. You know, your wife trying to turn you on. She go put on some little sexy stuff and I walk past you and you're watching your favorite show, but if you're one of them men that were really into your wife and her body and thing, you're probably gonna be like distracted from the show and she walk past again because them know what them I do. So you walk past again and now you're like a cuss bumper clock on the low. If you never been with a woman that make you say bumper clock when she walk by and her lick or something, then me don't know what to tell you. You're probably with the wrong person. But yeah, look back again for your favorite show. Him feel like that make him feel how she feel when. So me I ask myself like, why you want to feel what she feel? Me don't want to feel what my wife feel. I don't want to feel what my wife feel. So she a woman. She have fair bag of feelings that she have to feel. And me as a man, me have different feelings than me have to feel. So me in her negligee trying to feel what she feels when she's trying to turn me on or when she's turned on by me. That kind of, me don't know. Him say yeah, that part them him conflicted with. Yo, Cloud Goggles. Cloud Goggles says swimmers. If you don't know where swimmers is, Cloud Goggles says swimmers. So him not want his wife now. Because him don't know how she go angle it, how she go take it. But it's something he been doing for a while. So what is your take on that? What is your take on that? Because I'm probably a narrow-minded person when it comes to certain things, me. So me, first thing I thought was is woman clothes. It don't belong on man. That's the first thing I thought. And then I thought maybe a side of you're repressing, trying to hold back. You have some urges where you fight or something, but you're not tell the whole story of. I don't know. I looked at it weird. I just didn't want to tell him that though. You know, and tell me story and thing. I mainly asked why you feel like you could have told me that. You know, I'm Uncle Flo. I'm family member. I'm not judgmental to the degree of it's damaging to somebody. I always try and make sense out of the thing. Even though I might clown out the thing sometimes, but because it's funny, and that's all we do. We laugh, but no ill intention, right? So I see a lot of, I see a lot of comments. Let me rewind some of them comments. Yeah. Wait there. Sauce boss said, so it means a potential. So, wait there. Sauce boss said, so it means a potential fish. Me no know sauce boss. It's like in my fight with that urge. Or maybe it is just how he said it is. I don't know. People, different strokes for different folks, my friend. Shamar Jackson said, enough things are come see. All Elon Musk are come with a chip where can go in a people brain and do things like unparalyze them and others make blind people can see and other things. Hey, Shamar, you know what? That will be the upside. That will be the good side. Because you know, a whole heap of foolishness is going to go on with the advancement of technology. That will be the upside. If them can put a chip in our man's brain, will make him no longer paralyzed from the chest down and him can start to get up and walk and them thing that would be dope. But the other things, when you walk in and see Mandingo in your house and wife can't get him off of the hologram, that would be the downside. Yvonne Stevenson says, oh boy. Woo! Can't prosper. Swimmers. Alexia Smith says, freak. Rash Jada says, I think he likes how it feels on his wife when she wears it. So he is building back that closeness. That's pretty much what he explained, like that. Now, Rash Jada, that real? That, I mean, we can't justify the man. Look, the brother look for some answers because he's feeling conflicted. He been doing it for a while and him feel like say, yo, you know something weird about this because anything you have to do that you gotta hide from everybody, then there's a certain level of weirdness to it, right? That's the reason why you have to hide it from everybody. So I might try to find out is he being weird or a normal something what other people do and all them something like. Rash Jada said, I think he likes how it feels when it's on his wife, when she wears it. So he's building back that closeness until she comes home. Oh, I must put this part in there. He said he's not a cheater, doesn't cheat, don't want to cheat. His wife is his everything. She works away from home though. So when she get her little time to come home, sometimes she get her relief, somebody relieve her, and she get to come home for the weekend or whatever. They can get, you know what I mean, get busy, get couple busy. And other than that, him not look for no other woman. Him can't hold out till wifey come home. So, but that's a part of what keeps him feeling close to her. Stash say he's overdoing it. You're doing too much, boy. Watch out. Max Rome said them boy they are wearing G-string. Hey, my brother, I mean, I don't know if you ever go Europe or ever seen none of them European they on vacation in the tropics, but the man them wear G-string, brother, and a regular thing. Like just shoot down in them to nothing but a tongue and walk around like it normal. You never see them? I wasn't looking for them. I see them because they appeared in front of me, but a regular thing for them. So them not see, they don't see nothing freaky in it. It's just a man wearing tongues. Him jealous, him jealous are inadequate and too dunce to seek a solution in the correct place. Althea Jones. Boy, I don't know what that means. Sheffin Moore with us TV. Sheffin Moore with us TV. Big up yourself. Sheffin Moore with us TV says that's not normal at all. She will know if he tells her. Am I weird? So y'all being kind of hard on this man. No pun intended. Him just obsessed with his wife. How do women look at this? Cause not too many men are gonna look at this. So I'm gonna close out the show like this. I want to hear from the woman them. How do women look at this? Me not gonna find not one man in here, a bare Caribbean man in here, or of Caribbean descent, or something like that. You not getting one approval in this room this morning from no man. See, even if them are do it themselves for them yard, because you know that's how they stay. Even if them are do it themselves for them yard, they not approving that you said it publicly that you're doing it. So I'm gonna ask the woman then, if your significant other was doing this, leave a word of advice for this brother, because if you read the comment section and see these, I don't want the brother to feel like me throw him under the bus. He said it, and that's the part that I wrote out. Don't clown out my thing. Know how me do already? Me clown out everything but I still put some kind of sense to the thing, right? So I want to hear from the women them. Your significant other is doing this. You find out what's your next move. You cut and come home early. Your prettiest negligee. I wish your name now. We not do Vicky Secret again. Vicky Secret all now. We are do Fenty. Rihanna thing with them now. See? So you come home and he is in your whole Fenty get up, crotchless, everything, all that out, and have on the whole thing. What you would have said? Prosper said need therapy. I'm trying to keep an open mind, but it is weird. Marcia said, I'm trying to keep an open mind, but it is weird. Chef and More with Us TV says, tell him us women would never like or encourage this. And know, and know we ourselves would feel. Mother of Dragon says, too weird, too strange. Patrick Hunter, good morning, sunshine. I'm Jammer from New Jersey. All right. Jody Sam says, I would be thinking twice about his sexuality. I seem to forget that it's mostly Caribbean women in here as well. So I don't think that I go fly neither. I mean, I think I'll get too much approval in here this morning. Maybe we're doing the show before the wrong crowd because you know different strokes for different folks. I just told you how them European men do when they go to the beach is a normal thing for them. They don't wear boxers, I know wear big pants like we do. They got G-string them man, they strip down in there, and they don't care who's around. It's normal for them. Sun's out, buns out. I for them think that. Stash says that's a turn off. No woman wants her man in her clothes. But him now wear it out a road, Stash. I know the house him there now. And he must say a theme way of being close to you that when you're not home. This brother need to go get some help. Ja. So I feel like the man need to get some help or he must suppress some things that where him need to work through or that there's more going on to it than just that. Well, brother, you heard the masses speak. If I saw them say, we never Roxy Hall, we never discussed how old he was. We just know say as a grown man we have woman and them there, them yard, woman and yard and thing. So married. It's not a Caribbean thing. It's not normal. It's not normal. Oh, I hear my baby. What, babe? Come here. Come talk to me. Talk to me through the door then. Come in, want them seeing your G string.
He has garment fetishism.
She got one. Garment fetishism?
Yes.
Oh, I learned something new every day. Wife said he has garment fetishism. Y'all just be making stuff up. A real thing? She said Google can do wonders. Go look it up. It's called garment fetishism. I think they're just making stuff up.
No, babe, it's real stuff. There's actually videos and everything on there.
Sophie B says if them have video and everything, so I'm a cross dresser then.
No.
And a cross dressing.
Cross dressing. They just do it. You know, they hold
Hi, my sugar. Come, daddy.
Partners or by themselves.
What a combo lumbo. So actually something.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. So for him, when him watch this, wifey just said it's called garment fetishism. What you have, come, daddy. Come, daddy. Come give me some love up. Come give me some love up. We're gonna end this one right there, so you know I have them garment fetishism conversations there around my daughter and these kind of things. We're kind of done. Even though we're not being explicit or anything, we can call it quits right here. Right? So he has a fetish. He could tell his wife. So babe, if me did do that when you're not home, what would you say?
If you're hiding it, then I'm gonna think you have something to hide. And if you don't hide it, I'd probably be more open to it. But
yeah, wait, say it again.
If if you're hiding it and doing it, I'm gonna feel like there's something more to it, and you're hiding something else.
But if I tell you,
if you told me, then I would actually try to figure out what it is and why you're doing it, and if it's something that I can actually accept.
King Big said, my wife said, me don't want no fish in my ital dish. Wifey said if I was hiding it, she would, and she found out, she would think I had something else to hide. But if me did tell her, she probably could have worked with the thing, cause she'd have got try to figure out like what's driving him that way, way him in a kind of thing. We're gonna leave it right there so this morning. Listen up, hour 45 minutes in is long enough for us this morning. Bless up to each and everybody who tune in. Big up on yourself. If you're doing that, I would probably say tell your partner. See? No, Papa, me can't take no more calls. Sorry. Baby girl, time now. All right. We'll talk to y'all later. Catch you tomorrow morning right here on Morning Thoughts. Big up on yourself. And under this video, please continue this conversation because this brother does read the comments and stuff. He is a SouFLoTV subscriber. He's a part of our family. That's why sometimes when we talk about things, I say some of y'all in this comment section right now. I throw me can. Me never call no foul. But me know. All right. So go on with the conversation and let's make sense of that as well. And the one about the gun, not the gun, but the cell phones, 15 years extra behind bars if you get caught with those, and the conversation about Gen Z. Go leave your comments in the comment section and all these things. Big up yourself, and I'll catch you again tomorrow morning. God bless. I'm out. Peace. Say bye-bye, mommy. We're going bye-bye. No bye-bye? All right. They say later